to another great episode of the Better Than Sex Sports Podcast. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Pharaoh King.
Tim Dog from Be More Careful what kind of car you get because the shit could break down like mine.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome y'all
No
to
damn
the show.
Chryslers, man.
If this is the first time you ever checking us out, this is how we always start our podcast off. We always got to ask the brothers, how's the day?
Oh Lord.
Pharaoh, man, how's your day, my brother?
Before we keep going, man, you froze on the screen, player.
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh,
boy.
there you go. You're back.
I'm working
You back.
because I'm working on something else. I'm working.
Okay.
He in the background.
Hey man, you gotta warn
Don't
them.
hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Hey man, today's good. It's like I said, it's Hump Day. There he is. Old Jamaican scepter he is. But no,
Man,
today was a
Shaka
good day,
Zulu.
Today's a good day. I swear to you, man, finding peace to do your job and during the evening. I mean, during the mornings.
Yeah.
I don't understand why negativity has to be attracted to positive vibes, man. It seems I know opposites attract, but damn, man,
Yeah.
keep your shit to yourself.
Yeah, it beats like that sometimes. Yeah, I'm freezing for some reason. I don't know what's going on with my shit, but I guess it's this the day. The day shit goes wrong, it goes wrong. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, Pharaoh, man. It be like
Yeah.
that sometimes. Sometimes you just got to take a deep breath, walk outside, and walk back in, and give him the goddamn ice cube stare, like motherfucker,
Yeah,
shut.
I know, but I would say that when you tell people about themselves because you
Yeah.
tell them you have a mean spirit, it seems
Yeah.
like they want to have some validation. Now that you told them how you feel about them, now they got to I guess validate themselves so you can accept them. But it's too late. The damage is done. I closed
Yeah.
that door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that totally, man. It's one of them things where you have to just, like I say, just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Cuz glad to see you back in the high spirits, man. Cuz fuck you. Y'all motherfuckers on my goddamn neck all goddamn week. But I still love you though.
Motherfucker, like he was on the chain gang. Oh, man.
Well,
That
at least he's
motherfucker be
on
all
you and
goddamn
not
week.
me today. Shit.
Yeah.
You
It's
recovered?
coming though.
Not
It's
yet.
coming though.
You recovered
It's
now?
coming. It's coming. But man, Tim Dawg, man, how was your day, my brother?
Man, my day started out fantastic. Got up, did my physical therapy. As a matter of fact, my therapist is going to try and do some type of training module for my conditions and how physical and how what you do
Goddamn
to
devil.
recover. But man, I was getting in my car to go to the store. And I knew it wasn't the battery because the key fob worked.
Uh-huh.
The only thing was I'm pushing the start, nothing. Okay, let me get out, close the door, doing all that shit. But thank God for Car Shield. Hey, something wrong with my shit. Y'all need to come pick it up.
Yeah. And
So
they came
you
to
actually
pick it up
use
for you?
Car Shield?
Hell yeah.
Is it worth it?
To me, yeah. Think about it.
Okay.
Once your warranty go up and the premiums never go up, you can choose where you can get a rental car. You can choose the package that you get, and to me, yeah, because everything now is so digitalized, and you're gonna pay an arm and a leg to get it fixed.
All right. That's what I'm talking about, Tim Dawg. Give us some information. So you the first person to ever know that actually had it and use it. So I guess maybe I'm gonna have to invest in that my damn self. Shit.
I
My
don't know.
mama used to always say, "It's better to have and not need than to need and not have."
And that's the goddamn commercial, Tim Dawg. Come on now. That's what they say on the
No.
goddamn commercial.
Hey, you know that
No, my mama used to say that though. I mean, everybody mama used to say it, and that ain't the
Tropic
first time I
Thunder,
said
man.
it on the show.
Hey,
What I'm
Tropic
saying
Thunder.
though, it's true.
That's the theme song from the Jeffersons.
Jefferson, that's exactly what it is. But man, shout out, man. How was your day, my brother?
Can't call it, man. I'm just taking it one day at a time. Can't. Lord's blessing the family. Y'all know I was down for the count. Now my whole family down for the count. My daughter got COVID. One daughter got daggone, had to take to orthopedics today to get her knee ready for daggone volleyball season this summer, so she can get braces. So 2026 starting off like 2026. You know what I'm saying? Get your
Yeah.
stuff together. Get your stuff together.
It just seems though that, man, this year, I thought last year was a great year. This year started off rocky as well. I understand what you're saying, man. You say your daughter get the brace, get ready for soccer. Hope your other daughter gets better, man. That COVID is still out there. Hopefully come through with flying colors. As for me, my brothers, my day went well. I can't complain, man. Another day close to retirement. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Shit. Every time I get on here, I say the same shit. But fellas, man, we got a good show, ladies and gentlemen. We got an entertaining show for y'all tonight. And Pharaoh King, the motherfucker been cheesing all goddamn week. He'll be cheesing all the way up to Monday. Or he might be crying after Monday night, but we will see. But now it's down to 2.
Miami is the first team to play for a national championship in their home stadium. Canes got to the Natty thanks to 2 upset wins and then the biggest play of Carson Beck's life. With 24 seconds left against Ole Miss, Beck runs it in for the game-winning touchdown. Beck now looking to lead the Canes to their 6th national title and 1st since 2001. Fernando Mendoza looking to lead Indiana to its first title in program history and become the first quarterback to win the Heisman and the national championship in the same season since Joe Burrow in 2019. Mendoza and Miami head coach Mario Cristobal both attended the same high school, so plenty of connections here. Fernando Mendoza from Miami, playing Miami in Miami. This is going to be South Beach at its finest.
At its finest there, down there in South Beach. But before we get into that game, Pharaoh, I'm going to give you your time to gloat because that's what I know you want to do. Go ahead and gloat about your Hurricanes that went over Ole Miss. Go ahead.
I don't have to, man. We already talked about that win, that W that most of you doubters out there and you haters, hated on. Listen, man. Miami is a team that played a tougher schedule than Indiana. I don't care what anybody says. The numbers don't match what they talk about when the strength of schedule.
Yes,
the numbers don't match.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nobody don't care about that.
No, that's my point. That is exactly my point, Strata. It's who's going to show up on Monday night. That's what it's going to be like. So I would say that Miami with the games that they played and the teams that got them ready was definitely a tougher schedule than Indiana, even though they played Oregon. I think Indiana played Oregon, Illinois. I think they was ranked, and then another team. Oh, Ohio State. But they didn't play Ohio State until the end of the season.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say that Miami is a well. I think they're a better team than they would the paper shows. That's all I'm saying. What are they talking about?
See, I'm trying to give you a chance to shine. I'm trying to give him a chance to shine and, brag because, you might not be able to brag after Monday. See, you got to take the chance now. See, this you supposed to get on here and like, I knew we was going to whip their ass before when they got on the goddamn field. I already knew what we was going to do. We the best thing since smoke. But see, since you don't want to brag, okay,
no,
fellas.
I don't need to do that.
I got you,
the
fellas.
University of Miami itself is a swagger team. Everybody that plays football now is trying to emulate what University of Miami started. So I don't have to go.
Okay, fellas, y'all hear that, right? So come Monday, if y'all win, I bet you be a different story.
Trying to do? He trying to bring that. Well, he didn't play football in Miami. He played outside the city. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He ain't from Liberty City. He from Hialeah Heights and shit. He from
Coral Gables.
You know what I mean?
Coral Gables.
Yeah, he's from Boca Raton where people got money and they fly their airplanes to work and shit. That's where he's from.
I got you. Bashada, man, how impressed were you with that Miami victory over Ole Miss?
Not so much because it pretty much went the way I thought it would. I am a big fan of Trinidad, quarterback at Ole Miss, but after watching the first quarter and just seeing how Miami defense was playing, I knew he didn't have an answer. I knew they were going to be trying to push the ball downfield, and I kind of saw it before, as soon as the first quarter started, seeing how they lined up and what they were trying to do, because they tried to go to the outside edge, and that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Then they tried to click over the middle. That didn't work. What else is left? Let's try and just play your boys. And when you play Miami on their level, you're not going to win. You got to come in with a plan. That's a team that is ready. They're thirsty down in Miami. You know what I'm saying? They have a strong football following. You can't show up there because you had a good year and just say, "Oh, we just go run over these boys." That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the game on Monday. I will say this year, I will eat crow because this is the first year that the Heisman Trophy winner actually proved he deserved the Heisman Trophy thus far.
Yeah, he sure the fuck did.
Yeah, he's playing. He's playing pretty good football there. But Tim Dog, you know,
And while Pharaoh up there looking, tucking his head to the side, remember, Playboy, remember any given Sunday. So why you and Micah Irvin and all them running around here talking about, oh yeah, we
man.
you.
Hey, man, listen, I gotta go to it. Hey, dog, can I get a bump? That's all I need, man. Just for one night.
I got you. Hey, Tim Dog, man, how impressed were you with Indiana? I mean, Miami beating Ole Miss the other night?
I mean, I was thoroughly impressed because
Ole
Miss
is hell.
Yeah. Parking $750. God
Hey,
damn.
man, to get a seat on the 50 is $31K. That's with StubHub.
That's retarded. But anyway, I digress. It was an interesting game all the way down when old boy ran that in for a touchdown. But I tell you this, I don't care what anybody say. You get Miami in Miami, playing for Miami. I don't give a damn where the fuck Mendoza says he from. They don't have to. It's
Hey,
going
man, listen, the referees better have some pads on. They might get hit while they on the field. You feel what I'm
the
saying?
referees better take control of it because I'm telling you, Miami gonna come out there with a big ass chip on their shoulder. They number 10 playing number 1. Come on.
Like we said, we will see because Indiana showed what they could do the way that they drug Oregon. So how impressed were you, Shada, when Indiana basically skull drug goddamn
You
Oregon?
about to say the F word. You about to say
Yeah,
the
I damn
F
sure
bomb,
was.
wasn't he?
I damn sure was. I cut myself. I cut myself.
I'm
I'm
gonna say it like this right now. Nothing has changed in my feelings about the Pac-10, Pac-12, any of them teams out there. Oregon, every single time
Yeah,
they're
every
in
year.
and running for the national championship, they get mollywopped every single time. I don't
Every
know why
year.
they keep putting them in there.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised. I didn't think it was going to be that much of a blowout, but I knew it was going to be a blowout. I didn't know it was going to be that embarrassing though.
They call it the Jim Kelly syndrome.
Yeah, this mercy rule though.
Yeah, it was real one-sided because Oregon's supposed to be that fast-track team there, Pharaoh.
No,
but it seems though Indiana came to play in Oregon. I guess they were still in Oregon because they never got out of first gear. Your thoughts on how Indiana handled Oregon the other night?
Oh, one more thing. Just remember, Oregon hasn't beaten a Big Ten team, an ACC team, or SEC team to do anything in the national championship. They're
sad. That's sad.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
That's
but
Achilles' heel right there.
But you got to give it to Indiana though, on Pharaoh. So how impressed were you with those boys?
Well, I would say that because of they put like this. Indiana, they have a large score. They have of course their numbers are more inflated because of the conference that they're in, right?
Yeah.
So they went 8-0, 9-0 in their conference, but they were subpar teams. They're all bottom half teams. Nobody was 500 other than I think Illinois or something like that. So you're running the tables from a stacked team, no doubt, because they got 5th and 6th year seniors playing this game. They got NFL prospects playing against high school, college players.
College games.
What they did. So yes, it's going to look good because of their numbers in the conference they're in. But once again, just like Shada said, every time like Oregon or something like that, they play each other, they don't do well with ACC. They don't do well with SEC because Miami is definitely an SEC caliber team at this point because of the schedule that they had. They started off beating number 6 Notre Dame. What's the name? Didn't play a ranked team until the 5th week, and they were number 9, and I think that was Illinois. So I'm gonna tell you now, just like Mike Tyson said, everything looks good, and you got to plan until you get on that field and get punched in the mouth. You know, I'll take Rodney Harrison's. I'll take Rodney Harrison's quote when he said that. You know, when he played in the Super Bowl. And I don't want to say that Mendoza didn't earn it, but once again, he got inflated numbers, being a 5th-year senior, basically.
Yeah, you know, I understand what you're saying, Pharaoh, but you got to admit, Tim, though, the way that they beat Oregon. Well, we already knew they was going to be Oregon, though, but I didn't expect
they beat Oregon already. They was the second team they played.
Yeah, I got that, but what I'm saying is, you know, Oregon's supposed to be this pedigree to show people that, hey, we deserve to be here. We deserve to be in the Big 12, not the Big 12, but in the Final 12, and we're supposed to be making that next step to the championship, or better yet, winning the championship. Because every year you hear them talk about Oregon. Oregon is the team that they say, yeah, Oregon got that team that can win a national championship. But just like Shada said, Tim Dawg, those jokers, when they got out there, they didn't play like they played like they didn't want to be there. That's what I saw. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they played like they didn't want to be there because they tried in the beginning, you know, run that high-powered offense, but
yeah,
Indiana's defense was just as fast as theirs. In their front four, they pushed their front four back into the quarterback, push running back into the backfield. So, I mean, it wasn't an even match.
Yeah, it wasn't an even match, man.
Just like the score was, and
yeah,
their defense just dominated.
And I'm glad you say that, man, because I tried to watch it, and after the first 2 scores, like, man, this shit is over. I went to sleep. It wasn't even worth me staying up to watch them get swell, to get dragged like that. So, let's go ahead and move on, man. Let's go ahead and talk about the championship game that's coming up. And I'm coming back to you first on this one, man.
Yeah.
Will Miami establish their rushing attack to balance their offense, or will Indiana's strong defense shut them down?
I'm going to say that Miami is going to stick with the ground game because the offensive coordinator, if you notice, Miami in the last 3 games, their rushing attack is what kept them in the games and kept Carson Beck from making those bad plays or bad throws, especially how he did against SMU.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think changing and keeping that run attack that they did is going to keep the time of possession in their favor, because Indiana does not have the time of possession in their favor. Miami does that, keeps their defense off the field. Then they can go get the ball back and then keep that going, because Miami's offensive line is, I think they outweigh Indiana's defensive line by like 35 pounds. So, you know, you lay on top of them the whole day, you know,
per person.
Game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
They're going to get tired.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those games that you're talking about, Pharaoh. Do you agree with what Pharaoh just said there, Tim Dawg? Or you have a different aspect, a different look on how you see
No, I agree with Pharaoh. And what Miami going to do is, one thing that Miami don't do, they don't rush to the ball. They use pretty much the whole entire clock unless they're behind. And they use that run game as that catalyst to get everything else going. And just like I said, with any other team, you get a good run game going, you know what's coming next. The play action. Boom. So, and Miami was doing it. And I just think that their defense against Indiana's offense, it's going to give a push, because Miami's front four, everyone knows they can get to the quarterback. And Indiana really hasn't played a team with a good defense like this, except for maybe Alabama. Yeah, but no one is as fast as Miami on the defense. So Indiana's going to have their job in trying to do that.
Yeah, and coming to you, I'm Shada. Like I said, so basically they're saying the same thing. Do you agree Miami needs to establish that rushing attack to balance it out? You know, to make sure that they, like Pharaoh said, keep Indiana offense off the field and keep our
Time of
defense.
possession.
Yeah, time of possession and keep our defense fresh because as long as we on the field and our defense, they could be able to get after Mendoza. So do you agree with what the fellas just said?
To a certain degree, yes. But I think the biggest problem Miami is going to have is trying not to be one-sided, as in sticking to the ground game. Because I'm sure Indiana Beck is just like all them other quarterbacks in the NFL. You hit him once or twice, like Matthew Stafford, and he's picked city. So they got to find some way to go ahead and keep his confidence up. I think everybody else on the Miami team is going to do their job and do an outstanding job to show up for this game. But Beck is the only question mark that I have. He has a tendency to go back to his old Georgia ways. And if they could avoid that, I think they could go ahead and handle this game. Malachi Tony, I don't see Indiana having an answer for that boy.
I'm glad you said. Yeah, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off there, Sean.
I just don't think they have anybody on their defense that's sidelined and close hip, open hip enough to be able to stick with him. I don't think.
They got some tight end on him.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that. And I'll come back to you, Pharaoh. Because of that, you know, and Shawty, everybody must read my notes because you brought it up. You talked about how Beck and he might want to go downfield. So can Miami avoid predictability and take deep shots downfield to catch Indiana off guard?
So I'm going to piggyback off what Shawty said about Beck going back to his old ways because the offensive line for Miami has gaps. And if they could, if in the pass attack, if the Miami front five cannot keep their defensive end at bay, Carson Beck might be that old Georgia quarterback that we don't want. Yeah. So, if I'm gonna tell you now, one interception they probably can get away with. But if they get into the habit of going maybe 2 or 3 interceptions or maybe fumbling the ball, Indiana's gonna wipe their ass out.
So basically, you saying the predictability. So that's what you say. If he throws a turnover here or there, he's going to revert back to his old ways. But my question was, can y'all withstand not having that predictability to hit that big play to that big wide receiver that y'all have on your team, especially if you get the run going?
Right. No, but that's going to happen because it happened with Ole Miss. He did really good with Ole Miss on that, right? They did especially when they played Ohio State. They were running back and forth. They really did a great job at Ohio State with that same attack. But the problem with Ole Miss was the offensive penalties, the false starts. The false starts, them doing the false starts. That's going to be the predictability is going to be them being disciplined and not do those false starts or illegal man downfield on those screen plays. If they do that, they're fine.
But Pharaoh, to that point, that's going to be a big factor in the game because Miami's defense is so damn fast. That's what's going to be a problem.
Oh, no, but the one thing that Miami need to stop doing is so many damn penalties.
No, I'm saying, Ole Miss, they had 10 for 75 yards. That killed them in the fourth quarter.
No, Miami had 10 for 74 and Ole Miss had 4 for 34.
Yeah, but they also missed that targeting on Tony. They got the one,
but you can't go by what they miss. You got to go by what they put down.
Yeah, but the refs, what are refs going to do? Who's going to pay them?
Yeah, but we all know how Miami can be. They can be anxious, especially on the defense. You get
now they can revert back to that type of shit. Definitely.
Yeah, see that's the one thing. And as far as Carson Beck, all he need to do is be disciplined, just like he did with Ole Miss. Like you said, he didn't take any chances of being an old Georgia Bulldog asshole. Yeah. So the coaches have to ring him in. The coaches have to be in his head, make smart plays, make the smart plays. And then when you get that chance, say third or fourth quarter, you take that shot. But right now, you don't do it. You keep Indiana guessing.
I got a comparison, guys. If Miami can play like the Houston Texans defense against Pittsburgh, that'll be the key to the game.
But you have to also remember this is going to be this game right here is a big time game. This is more Con versus daggone whatever than it was Notre Dame, because Indiana is considered the Midwest, the heart of the country, you know, with all this ice stuff going on. I just hope ice don't show up at the national championship trying to pull a J.
You going conspiracy on us?
And I'm glad you say.
On us.
And I'm glad you say that,
Crazy.
Shawty, because I'm coming to you. The
That's
next
crazy.
question is this: will the crowd play a big part in this game, being that Miami be playing in their home stadium?
Oh, hell yeah.
Man, listen.
What?
Let me tell you something, Pimp Juice. Miami so juicy out for this game. Bro, I'll be surprised if every single person that is in showbiz or Hollywood don't show up for this game. This is how hyped they are. And I'm telling you right now.
Mark Cuban. What if Mark Cuban goes and buys a bunch of seats for people from the Midwest?
Listen, he can do whatever he wants, but you know how they do down in Miami. They don't have to be in the stadium, Pippin. They don't have to.
That's true.
I was about
That is
to
true. So
Hey,
what you think about it, Tim Dog? You think that, you know, being on, because this is just the first time I think a college football team is playing on their home turf, and with
That's
that
true,
being
huh?
said, does that add added pressure though? You know, more pressure because you playing at home on your team. So how do you see? Will the crowd be a big part of this championship game?
I said it earlier. Indiana's going to be in trouble because it's a home game for Miami. People going to be. I remember going to University of Miami when Miami lost the Orange Bowl. People were still partying, not on the campus. I'm talking around Little Havana, South Bay, everywhere. So right now they celebrating, regardless of who's going to win or lose, and that energy is just going to come to the stadium, and that energy is also going to be with the players.
Yeah, what do you say about it, Pharaoh?
Absolutely. 1000%.
Hell yeah.
The thing about it is, Mendoza went to the same high school as Cristobal, but you think Cristobal is going to worry about some Heisman Trophy winner that went to the same high school when he actually is a national champion himself? Hell no, he wants that 6th championship. So no, that team is ready to play.
I just want to answer one question because I've been searching for what was Cristobal's problem with the dude that hugged him from the back. I didn't understand it.
Because the game wasn't over. The game wasn't over. He was acting like he was. They had won the game. And what happened when Trinidad Chaplins got out there? They damn near got a touchdown.
Yeah.
So the guy was celebrating too early, and Cristobal was pissed. He's like, "Hey man, and you can
We ain't
read
winning
yet.
yet.
The game ain't over yet."
It is what it is, but I hate the fact that he had to act like that though. He had to just go,
hey, wouldn't you? I mean, the game's not anything.
Shout out the way you coach, you would do the same thing. I know you, Shot. You would do the same thing. We ain't done yet. Get the hell on.
I think that's what it is because we done seen some. What was that thing? The big thing they show every time with the bands on the field. They thought they won the band on the
Flutie.
Y'all remember that back in the day? The Doug Flutie play. No, that was the Doug Flutie play. But the other play was the bands on the field, and the dude ran it back. So the game ain't over till it's over. You know what I'm saying? With that being said,
remember when they kept bringing the damn stage on the field.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was in the NFL game.
Yeah, and just like when just like a perfect example, San Antonio was playing Miami. And they brought the thing out. They started bringing the damn rope out so they could have the championship. And what happened? My man hit that damn shot. Ray Allen, the big ass shot from the corner. And oh shit! Now we got to take.
And the fans was in the car. I mean, in their cars, couldn't get back in the stadium.
Exactly.
Nope.
Exactly.
In the arena.
But with that being said, let's flip to the other side of the ball. We got to talk about Indiana. And I'm coming to you, Tim Dog. How would Miami handle Mendoza and that Indiana offense?
Keep him in the pocket. That's all you got to do. Keep him in the pocket because once he gets outside and scrambles, I mean, he's pretty much like, in most NFL quarterbacks, he still keep his head down the field and he'll get rid of the ball or he'll run it. So Miami's going to, outside pass rusher is going to have to stay their lane, not allow him to get outside of it.
Yeah, stay in that lane, and of course, hopefully their offensive line, like Farrell said, that the offensive line is not the same size as the damn Miami. And Shada, your thoughts, man. Mendoza, do you agree with what Tim Dog just said?
Man, look, I don't know nothing about this Mendoza kid other than his mom's in a wheelchair, and they're all on this thing about him being smart and being an Ivy League guy and this, that. So I'm telling you like this right now. These commentators piss me off. These cats act like this one white quarterback sitting there and going to school for this and going to Ivy League like he is the heir apparent. Bro, we have plenty of black quarterbacks that do that. I can't stand when they do that. That's one of the reasons why I hope Miami mollywop they behind. Because it's almost like they're giving Indiana the daggone national championship already. I don't like that.
It's like
Charlotte, I know you don't like that, but
Ward.
can you answer my question though? How will Miami handle Mendoza and that Indiana offense? Please answer the question. I chuckled without the left field. I've got to bring you back.
My bad, man. I'm just saying, bro. I don't
Tell us
got
how you
mad,
really
didn't
feel. Tell us how you really
Miami,
feel.
Miami will handle their anything they throw at them with everything they got. I don't think there's nothing that they're going to put out on the field that Mendoza and the offense is Miami's not going to be ready for. It's just about a matter of basically the defensive backs not making those wide receivers get separation. Once they do that, it's all over.
Yeah. He got a nice little deep ball there, Farrell. But just like I say though, how will Miami handle Mendoza in that Indiana offense? Do you see them be like you said? You got to be patient, and I think that's one thing about Miami. They're very patient. They see what you do, then they adjust on the fly, and I think that's what makes them so great. But would they be able to handle Mendoza and be able to switch it up when they need to switch it up?
I would say Jason Taylor is going to have Mesidor and Ruben Bain ready for this game. They're going to come out with a different tenacity, and they're going to set the edges, and they're going to push up the middle to try to get him to try to step up, and somebody going to, probably smack him a couple of times.
Stay out my mouth.
And so with that being said, I think if they hold on to that plan and they don't get beside themselves and create those defensive penalties, I think they can hold Mendoza to at least 50 yards if he's gonna run. You know what I'm saying? But passing the ball, he's just gonna throw in the coverage. Remember Charles Haley? Y'all remember Charles Haley?
Yeah.
Right. Charles Haley was one of the best defensive ends, if not the best defensive end, at making sure that his 4 people up front did a certain job so he could tell the back end where the ball's going to be. If they can do that same type of scheme, Mendoza is going to have a field day throwing into Miami's defense. But here's another thing. They got to catch the goddamn ball because they dropped 4 interceptions against Ole Miss.
Yeah.
That's why they defensive backs.
Yeah, but they need to catch now. Defensive backs catch now.
Yeah, and staying with that same vein, because you're talking defense, coming to you, Tim Dahl. With Indiana elite tackling in open space neutralized Miami explosive receiver, like I can't pronounce his name. What's the first name? I won't say Malachi. I don't think that's Malachi.
That's it.
Malachi.
No, it's Malachi.
Okay, Malachi Tony. Same thing. So because Indiana can tackle in open space, would that be able to hold Malachi down and Carson Beck so he don't revert back to his old ways? I know King Hicks ain't hearing that. Please don't revert back to Georgia. Don't revert back to the Georgia. Go ahead, Tim Dahl.
I mean, he's a great route runner, and he's going to be nice in NFL. But the thing that I see with Indiana's defense is going to be key is they're not going to play a lot of man because Miami's receivers are very fast.
Yeah.
Even the tight ends. So they're going to play zone. And we all know in zone, you can just lay in a spot. And,
right.
Especially on zone blitzes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be up to Beck to recognize the defense, zone or man, and then start working on whoever Malachi is on. And not just him, but they got to also stop the back. Now, Indiana's front 4, they can get in the backfield. They're good with that. But Miami's front 4 on the offense, they big boys. They know how to hold their block. They know how to open up lanes. So it's going to be the battle up front. That's going to determine the game. If Miami's defense can get into the backfield of Indiana, or Indiana's defense get in the backfield of Miami, that's what's going to be the game deciding for me.
Yeah, and I like what Joe said here, because it was my next question, but Joe he put it in
Mhm.
basically said exactly what I wanted to say in the coming news shot. Mendoza is facing his toughest task of the season. Precious is on to go trying to go undefeated,
Woo,
win the
let me
championship,
read
and
it.
doing it and on the road against the Miami. Because I'm reading it like he wrote it, man. It
I'm
throws me
just
off.
saying though,
Yeah,
you read like a fifth grader.
man, I read just like I read, motherfucker. Mendoza is facing his
Yeah,
toughest
South
task of the season.
Carolina.
Precious on to go undefeated, win a
No,
championship
the
and doing
pressure.
it,
He's saying
win a
pressure
championship.
is
Yeah,
on to go undefeated. That's how he said.
yeah.
Woo!
Precious
Mendoza
on.
is facing his toughest task of the
Man, shut the
season.
fuck up,
Pressure's
man.
on
If
the
you want,
go
if you
with
want
the
to handle, you want to
undefeated.
handle the goddamn
I'm
show.
trying to help. I'm
I
trying
don't
to
need your
help,
help. Shut
man.
your ass
Yeah,
up.
you need
You
some
be over there.
help.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't because I'm trying to read it how you say it. Better yet, I read my own goddamn questions.
There you go. You
See, I
ain't
read
gotta
my own
say
questions.
shit.
See my question? How would Indiana handle the pressure of the home crowd of Miami? See, my shit is simple. And
Yeah.
then with that being said, Shada, can Indiana handle the pressure of going
That's a
undefeated?
petty motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, yeah. Shit.
Well, I think they can handle the pressure of going
Uh-huh.
undefeated. I just don't think they can under the pressure of that they're going to be under all game. It's a big
Mm.
difference. I just don't see. Indiana has a good defense. Them boys do what they got to do, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
but it's going to be defense versus defense. Which defense is going to come out on top? That's all
Yeah.
it's going. I'm not expecting Carson Beck to have a big game. I'm not expecting Mendoza to have a big game either. I think this game's going to be decided on defense.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Same question to you, Farrell.
Yeah.
Can they handle the
Defense.
pressure of the Miami crowd? Because, like you say, it's the home game for them. Even though Miami somehow, I think he's going to be filled with way more Miami fans than anybody else. Even though the tickets are how much 4,000 a goddamn for the nosebleed, man, get the fuck
Man,
That's
out of
it's
here
correct.
with that shit.
31,000 on the goddamn on the field, man.
Yeah, so
You gotta be a lotto winner, huh?
yeah, so
A
can
mega
can
million.
Indiana handle that pressure of playing in Miami home stadium, and also can they handle the pressure trying to go undefeated to win their first national championship?
So, with you asking
Hmm.
that question, and we've already discussed that we kind of don't like these bowl games that have neutral sites because that makes it lopsided to a point, right? So this will be the first playoff game, from what you said, and I believe, like I'm trying to find it,
Yeah,
that is actually played on the home field of one of the teams. And
yeah,
you know how that is when you got them home people. You don't have to wake up to go around. You can just, you wake up, you're getting fresh. You're fresh. You don't have to make no drives anywhere. You're back home. You're chilling. Everybody's around you.
My mom, come on home for
You know what I'm saying?
breakfast.
And that just makes for a more comfortable environment for you as a player. The coaches even will feel a little bit more at ease because their players are at ease. And I think that they can go in there with a fresh mind. The traveling team is the one that's going to have a problem, and they're coming in to a hostile environment, literally a hostile environment in college, and you're supposed to be the top team. They got all the pressure in the world on them. You damn right.
yeah. But that being said, though, Tim Dog, yeah, you made a great point there, Farrell. You saying that you're at home, you don't have to drive nowhere. But Tim Dog, can that be you being overconfident though? Yeah, we got this because we got a
Yeah.
home crowd behind us, and then you got there and lay a goddamn hey, because you knew that hey, we home, the pressure's on them, and you got there and be lackadaisical. I'm
Hey, let
coming
me
back to
get
you,
let
Farrell.
me
Let me
get
get
let me
Tim
let
Dog
me get
quick.
that out. Let me
Lackadaisical.
get that out of your ass. Let me see what he says.
Yeah, go ahead, Tim Dog.
Lackadaisical. But yeah, you can get good places, in situations like that. But when you have coaches, good coaches, telling you to focus, telling you to don't listen to the hype, don't listen to what's going on outside of the arena, outside of this house that we have, and you get those players believing in that, yeah, I mean, you can overcome anything. Just like with Indiana, they've come a long way with in the beginning of the season with a lot of adversity with the public opinion. Oh, Indiana's not going. And then when they kept winning, then the conversation got and more people who never really understood football started gravitating towards Indiana because it's a heartwarming story. A school from the Midwest, undefeated, going against the Goliaths of Miami, who've won championships and going through the season with their defense. So this is going to be the culmination of the good old boys from the Midwest to the hard knock boys from Miami. And it's going to be pressure on both teams, but the most pressure is definitely coming from Indiana.
You agree, Shada?
Yeah, I think Indiana's going to be under a little bit more pressure than Miami because of the fact that they have the Heisman Trophy winner and the undefeated season. They're also going to be under pressure because all those people up in the Midwest and all those pundits are expecting them to just go ahead and run over Miami, but I just don't think it's going to go that way.
Yeah, and Farrell, you said you had something you want to say?
Yeah, so to what Joe and Tin Dog was saying, I would see that happening if they were Indiana 13-0 going into this game, being the home team, taking it for granted. But with you being number 10 and you got a bid to come in and you've proven yourself these last 3 weeks, no, I don't think they're going to be lax. They still got a mission, and they're going to go out there and they're trying to. It's like a shark feast. They're going to go out there and try to get some blood.
Yeah, they got something to prove. Like you say, Miami, Farrell, you say y'all be having a good season, then all of a sudden it seems as though you start tripping over your own feet. And this year they seem to not trip over their own feet. They find a way.
Well, no, they did. They stepped on their own dick when they went to goddamn Dallas.
Yeah, SMU. But what I'm saying is, but they've recovered and was able to go out there and show that, hey, we are one of the best teams in the nation, and they're probably going to prove it on. Yeah, they're probably going to prove it on Monday night. And speaking of great coaches, man, good conversation, fellas. Speaking of good coaches, this coach, man, say, man, I'm done.
Mike Tomlin stepping down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's the latest from our Jonathan Jones. Tomlin fresh off a 30-6 loss to the Texans in the wild card round of the playoffs, extending his postseason losing streak to an NFL record 7 games. It closes the book on Tomlin's 19 seasons in Pittsburgh, where he steps away as the NFL's longest tenured head coach. He leaves the Steelers with a 193, 114-2 career record, as well as one championship, beating the Cardinals in Super Bowl 43.
I didn't even ask y'all because I already know who y'all going to say going to win the championship game. So, yeah, it's a clean sweep, Miami.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I'm going Miami.
Farrell, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm taking Indiana. Because every time I pick the team, they lose. I'm not gonna pick your boys. I'm not gonna bring my jinx your way. I'm not gonna bring my jinx your way. So I'm going with Indiana.
Hey Joe, why you change your name to Jody?
Yeah, I'll go with Indiana, man. But let's talk about the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. 19 years and he's gone. Farrell, what are your opinion on Mike Tomlin stepping down?
So let me get. I don't know if you guys know this. I got a little history lesson. A lesson that I ran across, and I read some things about Mike Tomlin yesterday. Do y'all know in 2007 that Miami Dolphins interviewed him, right?
Yeah.
Right. So they was doing the Rooney Rule type of thing. Then they ended up hiring Cam Cameron, and they went 1-15 that year, right? But when that happened, Pittsburgh Steelers was like, hey, I think he was an offensive coordinator for like 1 year in Minnesota. They're like, hey, come up here. We're going to interview you. And when the thing was, they heard that Miami had said they don't want Mike Tomlin because he had a good interview. They just thought he was too hip hop for the era. So Pittsburgh went and got him. And lo and behold, what the record stands for itself. But with that being said, and you're looking at the Rooney Rule of he wasn't a Rooney hire. You see what I'm saying? Because they had already went through that process. They got him because they wanted him, right? And so we look at the Rooney Rule as a DEI type of thing for the NFL, when most of the times it's just giving people a fair shake that deserve the chance to go in and get an interview.
And plus, coach liked them too.
But that's the thing, right? So Here you go. You got Bill Cowher, won, championship. He brings you a championship,
Mhm.
both with Ben Roethlisberger. Of course, Chuck Noll got the 4. But, he got a legacy. He got a legacy, not a losing season. So I believe this man knows what's coming, and he's stepping out on his own, so it doesn't happen like what the Ravens did with Harbaugh in firing him.
Yeah, and I think he did this. I think because after that was a blowout, man. I didn't even watch that game.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit is ridiculous. I started doing something else, man.
Up.
Yeah, out of
Well,
all
they
the
got 23 points in the fourth quarter.
yeah, out of all the games, all the playoff games that happened this weekend, that was the worst one out of all of them. But coming to you, Shada, man, what were your first thoughts when you heard Mike Tomlin step down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I wasn't surprised because when Harbaugh got fired, I was like, dang, Tomlin might be next. And when this happened, I was like, oh, God, they really made me a prophet out this month. This month stepped down.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to understand, man, this is not something that should be just glossed over as far as historically. Number one, he's the youngest coach in the NFL to win a Super Bowl at 36.
Mm-hmm.
When he got that job, I remember when he got that job and everybody on ESPN and all them was talking about, oh, he don't have no experience. He's not from the pedigree from Parcells and all this. They were
He
trying
couldn't
to
win. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? They literally, that first year, Mike Tomlin went through hell because everything he did was questioned.
Yeah.
And I remember because
he wasn't like Coach Kyle.
I did football. I mean, I love football, but back then I was playing it and loving it. But I'm just saying, man, it was just crazy how they treated him, and for him to go and do what he did with Pittsburgh, not a single losing season. Bro, how many coaches in the NFL has ever done that?
Don Shula probably.
No, Don Shula had a couple of losing seasons. Don Shula had a couple of losing seasons. Yeah, he had a couple of losing seasons. But Tim Dawg, what were your thoughts about when you heard about it, man? And I like what you said there. I think it was you, Pharaoh, that said that he stepped away. And I think that the respect that the Pittsburgh Steelers had for him, I don't think they would have fired. I think he could have still coached if he wanted to still coach.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's decided it was best for the team for him to step down. And I think that's the respect that the Pittsburgh Steelers, because they never fired any of their 3 main coaches since they've been in the NFL.
No, Bill Cowher stepped down as well.
Yes, they just let him step down.
Yeah.
But, what were your thoughts about when you heard about Mike Tomlin stepping down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Class.
Good word.
I mean, he did it with class. He knew that they were going to do something if he did nothing. So just like tradition, just like the coach before him, and the respect that the family has for him and what he's done for that team, this was class. I was like, all right, because we all know he was going to go, but the way he did it, that was nice.
Yeah, that was very fitting.
I also think,
and you know what's else? You know what's else? I can't wait to see, because I know we as fans and fans of our teams, we all say the coach needs to go, the coach needs to go. And now you got rid of, like you say, Pharaoh, never had a losing season. Always had you in the playoff. He did win the 2 AFC championship, winning 1 Super Bowl. But who's to say that y'all might be in the same boat as the Dallas Cowboys now? Because now y'all might be in that carousel of coaches. You got rid of the guy because you think, oh man, look over there. Oh, the grass is green over there. But as soon as you get over there, it's the same old goddamn dirt that you see all the other teams going through. And now you set yourself up for failure. Pharaoh, what your thoughts on that? With the fans, yeah, it's time for him to go.
I got a situation here I'm thinking about. What if Pittsburgh hires Harbaugh and Baltimore hires Tom Brady?
That'd be
That's
crazy.
what you know. What I said that I said that.
You know, what if that happens, man? You know,
that will be ironic, boy.
But I think the fans. To answer your question, man, I think the fans are sad right now. They don't know what's going to happen. Nobody called for Mike Tomlin to be to get fired or anything. Nobody
Nope.
said that he was a bad coach.
That's
There's
a
nothing
lie.
bad said about this man.
No,
Huh?
no, no.
That's
The
No, it's about the
commentators.
fans.
Oh,
You saying the
even
fans?
the
I
fans.
ain't
Even
read
the
nothing
fans.
about that. So
Mhm.
They've been calling for his firing in Pittsburgh for 2
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, they was
Well,
calling
I
Fire
for
mean,
a while.
Mike.
For a while.
Fire
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin. Fire
They've
Mike
been calling
Tomlin.
for
You
that
never
for
heard
2
that?
years.
no, I ain't. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Well, then
That's what I'm
again,
saying.
I don't follow that team anyway because I can't stand that stupid ass black and yellow bullshit. So,
But that's what that's what I'm saying,
but
Pharaoh. Be
yeah.
careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for because the fan base, because like they say, he gets into the playoff, but he done lost 7 straight. So you get to the playoff. You as fans, you want your team to progress, but always losing in the first round. No, that's a bad answer. But now you got that coach that you want to get out of there, like you say, Tim Dog, fire Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Now who's to say that the next coach you get may not be the coach that's going to get you over the hump? You might be back in the rebuilding phase again, where you don't see a winning season or even a playoff appearance. So now
Man,
you got what
that's
you want.
tough.
Yeah, you got what you want. Mike Tomlin is gone, Tim Dog. Now what you going to say when the next coach comes in there and don't achieve the same thing that Mike Tomlin did?
Do it, Cam Cameron.
Yeah, Tim Dog.
My thing is this: you see all these old coaches, coaches that's been coaching all these teams bouncing around. Pete Carroll and now Harbaugh and a couple of other coaches, and you having these young, up and coming offensive and defensive coordinators taking over these teams that been with coaches of those caliber and learning and tweaking the game, just like Shanahan and everyone else. So to me, it's more or less a changing of the guard. And the game has become different now than when they first started coaching. So maybe Harbaugh, maybe Mike Tomlin can get another job, with a team. But right now, the teams are looking at the young and up and coming because the young and up and coming are coming with ideas and they're working.
Ooh, Byron Leftwich.
And
That
you
great
heard
to
what he
replace
just
him with
said there.
Byron Leftwich.
I'm shot. You just heard that, right? He said they're looking for new talent to come up. But if you look at the old talent, we had a winning record. We was in the playoffs. Now this new talent might help us in the goddamn draft every year. So be careful what you wish for. If you ask me, your thoughts, Shada.
You're right.
I'm riding with you, man, on the street because the bottom line is the Steelers are among the oldest teams in the NFL as a roster. When you look at their 53-man roster, they're among the oldest teams in the NFL. So my whole thing is, if you're all these coaches just running around now, all these teams, like I always say, the NFL and America is a follow fashion kind of thing. Everybody want to go to these young coaches and want to do this and want to do that. You better be careful what you for, because I'm telling you like this right now. Mike Tomlin ran that team the way he needed to. Now you about to bring somebody new in there. The team's got a gel. Aaron Rodgers old tail out the door. You see Cam and all them, they old. Your defensive line is freaking chipped up and hurt and old. So whoever's coming in, whoever you coming in as a coach, number one, they're going to bring in a whole new system, their own staff, and they're going to have to gel. So I hope Pittsburgh ain't thinking that we're going to get a coach and be competitive. As a matter of fact, that whole AFC North division is in trouble for next year. The only coach that's still there is freaking Cincinnati.
Yeah. And like Joe said, Arthur Smith, offensive coordinator, is interviewing back in Tennessee for a head coaching job where he started out as OC. So Steelers going to have a totally new look. They're going to have a totally new look. And like I said before, as fans, we always say, hey, we want the new thing. We want we need a new model because what we had before, it ain't getting us over the hump. But now you're going to get that new model. And what's going to happen? Shada, you broke it down very, very, very well. Because Aaron Rodgers is gone, so now you need a quarterback, right? Mm-hmm. You let Justin Fields go. He was young, but hey, he didn't fit what y'all needed to have. You let Russell Wilson go. Well, we know Russell was still long in the tooth, but now you don't have anything. You gonna bet on or was it Rudolph? You know what I'm saying? You are bringing back what's my man that was suspended for 2 games. He's coming back because they paid him a lot of money. But your defense, we all knew the Steelers' defense was their backbone. Your defense is old. Your offensive line is old. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to say. So what are you trying to do? So you're going to be in a rebuilding phase, and all the fans that are used to having a winning season, and not winning Super Bowl, but I could take a winning season over a losing season any damn day. Ask the Dallas Cowboys fans how they feel every year.
But can I say something real quick? Hold on.
ahead.
I just want to say this. This Dallas Cowgirl fan had a nerve to say to me that, Dallas should have took that spot that Carolina did. We got a better record than them. I'm like, Carolina won. I said Carolina won that division. The only thing y'all did was just sitting at home. Why the hell you want to say that?
What games is he watching?
Yeah, because they're dumb like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they've done it before. The right OC or DC, you ain't get it done. Yeah, speaking like a Steelers fan. Because he's a Steelers fan. That's my boy right there. He's a big Steelers fan. Yeah, but be careful what you ask for. Y'all might be the new Dallas Cowboys, coach. Be switching coaches every 3-4 years. Still don't have a Super Bowl.
Except for what's that one that's married to his daughter? He's commentating now. The coach.
I have no idea.
For
the
Cowgirls.
Huh?
The one that, the redhead dude.
Oh, you talking about man.
That's what I'm saying. What the hell is his name?
Mr. 8 and 8. Hey, so come back to you, Shada. Yeah, Mr. Abbott. Let me ask you this, Shada. Should Mike Tomlin take a year off from coaching, or should he jump right back in it if a team come a calling? Your thoughts?
I think Mike Tomlin has earned the right to do whatever he wants to do. Because I'm telling you like this right now, the minute he steps out there and says he wants to coach again, there are 31 other teams that's going to be like, what can we do to get him? So if he takes a year off, it probably will be a good thing, because especially with this draft coming out and all this unrest that's going on in the league right now, he might want to see the league stabilize a little bit before he go. Because I'm sure Mike Tomlin, with his winning pedigree, he's not willing to go out there and start off.
Jason Garrett.
Start off.
Yeah, we never
Jason
remember that.
Garrett.
At the bottom with a team like the Browns. He wants to have something where he can build from, not something he's going to have to put together from strength. I don't think he has the energy to go out there and be all free agency. Let's get this. Let's draft and build and go from there. I don't think I think a year off for him will be good. His kids are grown out of the house, so it might be time for him to spend some time with the wifey, just have some fun, and you know what I'm saying, just relax and recuperate.
Yeah, Phil, your thoughts, man. Should Mike Tomlin take a year off or jump right back in the side if the team come a calling?
I'm almost thinking he might want to do a Jimmy Johnson, man. You know, he has that personality. He doesn't have anything to prove.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, and it's like, why stress yourself when you had the accomplishments you need? Just do a Jimmy Johnson. Go talk shit all day.
But
Jimmy Johnson did went to Miami, though. He did went to Miami.
No, what are you talking about, Jimmy Johnson?
Yeah, he went to Miami. After he left Dallas, he went to coach Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, he did, but you know.
You don't count that.
No, I mean, he's from Miami because he, you know what I'm saying? He just went back home to, pad his pockets with some more money so he can get that damn restaurant off the ground.
But I guess what I'm saying is, but he did got back out there. He got back out there in the football streets to try to get that magic again. But but I understand what you're saying.
I mean,
though.
Joe
Mike
Gibbs
Tomlin
did the same thing, but it didn't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
and
he
that's
went.
what I'm saying.
That's when he went to racing.
So don't do like them.
He went to racing.
Go to a team and not do well. Just go ahead and chill.
Yeah, because he doesn't have anything to prove, Tim Dog. But like Pharaoh said, he don't have anything to prove. Hey, he don't want a Super Bowl. He never had a losing season before. Who's to say that you go to another team and now that record that you have is out the window? So do you think that he should take a year off, or should he jump back in the side if somebody come a calling?
I'm agreeing with Shada. I can't believe I said that. Whoa. Anyway, he has the pedigree to do whatever he wants. go wherever you want, and take a year off. Survey the land, kick your feet up, maybe spend some time with the family, the grandkids, great grandkids, and relax.
Yeah.
And then, once you get that out your system, because once you're a coach that long, I don't think you really want to stay out, especially if you're a good coach.
Yeah.
And there'll be people who willing to, accept him and under his terms.
Yeah, and like I say, man, whatever he do, man, like he earned the right to do what he want to do, and I agree with you, Shada.
Absolutely.
I want to see him get back in there, man. 'Cause I think he's a hell of a coach, a great coach. And like Joe just said, Sean Payton took a year off and threw his hat back. My bad, me read it right, $10. Ass mouth took a year off and threw his hat back in the ring to coach. But I don't think Tomlin will be lucky as Peyton, because, like you said, you want to go to the right situation.
This motherfucker be missing words and everything.
I disagree with Joe. I disagree with Joe on that for the simple fact that Mike Tomlin is a no nonsense coach. He ain't gonna let nobody come in there and run his locker room. He's never been that coach. Sean Payton is more of one of them good old boys. I want to do this and with this. Mike Tomlin don't play like that.
No,
So,
Yeah, and I
definitely opposites.
And I think Tomlin want to go to a team that's on the up and coming. I don't think you want to go to a rebuilding team, because
No.
like you say, even though he was one of the youngest coaches, now he's one of the oldest coaches now. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go through that situation to be like Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll went to a situation where they're rebuilding, and he didn't even last a whole 2 years. See what I'm saying? So you want to go to a situation. The best thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers job is that the Pittsburgh Steelers was already built to win, because you had Roethlisberger, you had
worthless
Antonio Brown at that time. You know what I'm saying? You had people
asshole.
You had a defense, and I think that's the situation that was perfect fit for him, because just like the Pittsburgh Steelers, like you say, Shad, he's a no nonsense coach, and the Pittsburgh Steelers has always been a no nonsense team. But hey, we will see, man. So
I think no matter what he does, if he jump back in there, man, on the street and took a year off, he's gonna get the bag.
yeah, I think so
He's
too.
gone.
Shit, y'all hear with your boy? They say he won $20 million a year.
Ooh,
Harbaugh. He said John Harbaugh. He said he won $20
He
million
wants $20
a
million
year.
a year. He wants control. He wants to pick his own general manager, and he wants complete control of the team.
hey,
Yeah.
he'll get it too.
Now I don't know if you're gonna get that shit now.
Okay,
He's visiting with the Giants today, so we don't know.
Yeah. We will see.
trust me.
Fellas,
He will
I know
get-
y'all probably was wondering, man, who the hell is the young lady that I sent y'all. Hope y'all got a
That's
chance
my girl, man.
to Miss Lynn Jones Turpin, because she's catching a lot of flack about what she said to the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Man, it was a fantastic game yesterday between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. It took place in Jacksonville. It was back and forth in the fourth quarter, and then the Bills finally scored. Jacksonville, the game ended on an interception by Trevor Lawrence. That was, of course, Jacksonville fans were, saddened by that. They won the AFC South. Of course, my Texans came in second, and they were trying to win this playoff game after having a dismal last 3 or 4 years. So at the post-game news conference, Jacksonville Jaguars head coach Lynn Cohen was at the podium, and then this exchange happened with Jacksonville Free Press reporter Lynn Jones Turpin.
Jones, Jacksonville Free Press News. I just want to tell you congratulations on your success, young man.
Thank
you.
you.
Hold your head up, all right? You guys have had a most magnificent season.
Thank
And
you.
you did a great job out there today.
Appreciate
so you
it.
just hold your head up, okay?
Thank
and
you,
ladies
ma'am.
and gentlemen, Duval, you the one, all
Thank
right?
you, ma'am.
keep it going. We got another season, okay?
I appreciate
Take
it.
care and much continued success to you and the entire team.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, y'all, that had the sports journalism world in a tizzy. You had lots of reporters who were saying, oh, my God, she's wrong. That was grossly unprofessional. How dare she do that? That's not how reporters are supposed to operate. You're supposed to be there and ask questions and not be a fan.
Farrell, do you see anything wrong with what she said?
There's no rules on what post reporters are supposed to say or do. Yeah, you're gonna ask questions, but she, from what I was told, well, what she said, she was there but decided to leave. And then she spoke to one of the players, and that player said, "Hey, I want you to go back into the press conference." And she did. And when she went in there, people had already asked the same damn questions. So what was else for her to do was to enlighten this guy's day. You saw his face. It went from where he was taking it hard to thank you. You know, we're humans. You don't have to sit there and badger somebody with some idiotic questions, and you've never been on the field to play the fucking game.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I applaud that lady because we all knew, because we're black men ourselves, we knew that was a black woman that uplifted.
Oh
that man.
yeah.
And he has a newfound respect for reporters based off of her interaction with them, regardless of these assholes that got something to say about her.
Yeah,
So that's my take on it. I thought it was real good because I shared it because hell, I started almost getting a tear because I wish somebody said that to me some days afterwards.
And you know, I'm glad you said that, Farrell. And it's not like Jacksonville is the goddamn winning one of the winningest team every goddamn. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you know it's not like they in the playoff every goddamn year. This is his first year as the head coach. They Tim Dog, and she was just telling him, "Hey, you know, sometimes I'm still a reporter, but I'm still going to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing because you brought that winning atmosphere to Jacksonville again. They didn't have that since what, the early 90s when Fred Taylor, Mark Brunell done. And
then when Byron Leftwich got there, they did a little something.
Yeah, but they never got this because they were 3-13 last year. So
they were terrible.
You know what I'm saying? So they was terrible.
And play half their games in England. So shit.
Exactly. So, but Tim Dog, do you have a damn? I lost my train of thought. Do you see anything wrong with what she said?
The only thing I see wrong is the atmosphere that's going on in this world today. This young lady, after listening to a player, this young lady. Oh, hey, I'm just saying, this woman, damn, semantics, motherfuckers. This woman,
semantics. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This woman took the time out to listen and have a different perspective of the team.
Yeah,
like Farrell said, she rolled out, but then a player convinced her to go back in, and she listened and wondered why everybody is doing the same thing. It probably wasn't crowded in there. I'm sure it wasn't.
No, it's crowded because that's after losing the game. They want to get because I'm needing to cut you off, $10. It probably was crowded because they always want to get that sound about what could you have done better. You understand what I'm trying to say?
But what I'm saying is everybody's doing the same thing,
Exactly.
And she just went up and wanted to congratulate him on being
a hell of a season.
A first-year coach, and look at the people who said that this was wrong. She shouldn't have done it. Now, once you look at the character of the people who said it,
I got something for you.
Point.
No. Hold on. Once you look at the character of the people who said it, there's nothing else to be said. Because anyone who sits there and puts down anyone for, being positive to someone, and that's what we don't have in this country, positivity. All we have is all this negative that, and it starts from the fucking top. You can say whatever the hell you want. That's why I walk around and I'll say good morning. If you don't say good morning back, I say that's okay. Whatever's on your mind, I hope it's taken care of. And most people smile and say thank you. And that's all we need, compassion. There's no compassion in what they said about this woman, but there was compassion in this woman to congratulate this first-year head coach on a good season, because not many first-year head coaches go to the playoff.
Exactly, and I think that's the thing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go on, man.
No, you always do, but we used to it by now.
Man, fuck you. No, but I'm just saying, we ignorant. We shouldn't be going.
You still going, Tim?
Yeah.
You triggered him.
But shout it. Hey, man.
Damn, it ain't come up.
Did you see anything outrageous in what she said, because like they say, a lot of people like, well, that's not a sports reporter question. You not being a sports reporter, you being a fan now. What's wrong with being a fan and a sports reporter? And like Tim Dawes said, that was a tough loss. And she was just trying to uplift the spirits and, hey man, don't hold your head down, keep your head up. And we still got next year, and hopefully we could do better than we did this year. So
And
I
she
don't
said
understand.
Duval right too.
That's right. So
And-
I didn't understand why people
There you
had
go.
got their panties or their underwear in a bunch, because she showed some compassion to a coach that just lost a very tough game. Your thoughts on Shot?
So everyone has covered it, and I pretty much agree with everyone. But what people fail to realize is, do you guys know who the Free Press is in Jacksonville? Do you know what she had to go through to get that thing up and running? She's been doing this for years. She's been
25.
putting the news out about the Jacksonville Jaguars for years. You see what I'm saying? She went through hell putting her little daggone little news reporting thing together. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, when she comes in there and she's going ahead and giving the coaches flowers, like Joe said, what is the problem with that? Because the last time I checked, I watched an interview with Kevin Stefanski that they had on TV today. I'm glad they brought it on YouTube today, where Kevin Stefanski was daggone praised by a reporter because talking about, oh, you came in here and you had all these plans and you inherited this bad team and you've done an excellent job and this, that, and the other. I ain't seen Jamel Hill and them come out and talk about that. Wasn't a reporter question.
Mhm.
If y'all go back on YouTube, and for everybody that's watching, if you go back and look on YouTube, look up Kevin Stefanski when he freaking daggone when that whole situation happened with Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel. And the reporter came in there and specifically gave him his flowers, a male reporter, and nobody had a problem with it. They let it slide.
Hey, protection of the complexion, baby.
So my
Yeah.
thing is, this is terrible, and I was very shocked to see people like Jamel Hill and black journalists jumping
Trash.
on her because she went in there and gave that man his flowers. Like Tim Dawes said, they had a great season. What's wrong with telling the coach that you had a great season? We look forward to what you're going to bring to us next season. What's wrong with that? Because this
And
country,
what other
this
questions
country
she gonna
is a
ask?
cesspool. When it comes to news, this country's a cesspool. You got a daggone criminal running the country with a bunch of criminal cabinet. You got a dude running around Minnesota giving out false reports about Somalis, but nobody ain't talking about that. I don't see them daggone running around talking about that. She gave this man his flowers and daggone.
Thank you. Thank you. There are more important things in this country we need to worry about than her saying that shit.
You giving him all this airtime on TV for daggone doing illegal and wrong shit, and she daggone gave the man the flowers, and that's what you want to lead with? Come on, man, miss me with that. Miss me
Hey,
with
it-
that.
His name,
And the
name
president
is,
flicking off people.
Mark Long. He was the
Exactly.
one that really.
No, I'm with Shada on that because Jamil Hill, she chastised that woman in the beginning until she found out that she was the head of a black newspaper. Then she wanted to give her flowers because she found out she was a black woman. But
This
before
is
you
stupid.
even did your
This is
research,
stupid.
like why are you like you, Jamil Hill? Come on, you've been fired because of stupidity. So
I was real mad when I saw her name daggone.
yeah,
on thing.
that was
Oh,
trash,
shit.
man.
That wasn't a reporter's question. I'm like, you got some nerve.
I'm gonna say allegedly.
Mark
'cause
Long.
Allegedly,
No,
she was
she
fired.
did.
No, she
Well,
wasn't.
I don't care.
Allegedly.
She wasn't
Allegedly.
fired.
Yeah,
Allegedly. All right.
lost her
okay.
position. How about that?
No, she wasn't
Allegedly.
fired. She stepped down.
No, she's not
Step down.
fired.
She stepped
Okay.
down, but allegedly, Farrell, you could be right because we don't know the ins and out. But like you say though, but certain people say when they would talk about the situation, man, I thought she said something crazy until I heard the actual take, and I was like, what the hell, are people so upset about? I don't get it.
Yeah.
But like I say though, you know, to each their own, and that's the situation. But she's making her rounds, and a lot of people are basically giving her flowers, basically saying the same thing that y'all saying. You know,
That
y'all
was-
noticed that
That was
like
the question.
let my man Joe just say that the GM of Jacksonville say that Travis Hunter is still going to play both sides of the ball again next year. Good idea, bad idea, Shawty.
Bad idea.
What about you,
Bad
Tim?
idea.
Hey, I'm in the panel.
Bad idea. What about you, Pharaoh? Good idea, bad idea.
paying them money, I really don't care.
Well, the reason why I say that because they probably could have used them in that game against Buffalo. You understand what I'm saying? Because
that had nothing to do with it. He ended up with an injury, regardless if he was on offense or defense. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it is because I think he
the
got hurt on
chances of
offense.
him getting injured playing both sides of the ball.
Side of the
goes
ball
up.
is the most increased. That's what I'm trying to say.
He's
Yeah,
playing the game though. There's people that play one side of the ball and get injured, so it doesn't matter.
Still.
yeah,
Well,
like what's his name for the receiver for Devontae Adams? He got injured just playing offense. So,
bro,
yeah, but your chances of getting hurt playing both sides of the ball increases. I don't give a damn. You could get hurt, but the chance of you getting hurt playing both sides of the ball increases.
Come on, man.
then don't play football then.
Oh, he missed the point. Move on, man.
No, I know the point.
Yeah,
but I don't understand why y'all are worried if he played both sides. He's the
No,
one
no,
out there
because
was
the point of the matter is, if you play one side of the ball, you get injured. Okay, but you play both sides of the ball, your chances increases. But they probably could have used him against Buffalo to cover one of those wide receivers if he was on the field. You can't be on the field if your ass is hurt, whether you play defense or not.
Exactly.
Me.
What if he was hurt as a defensive player? He still wouldn't have been there.
You still increases your chances.
I don't understand why.
You still increases your chances. That's just like you,
increase
Pharaoh.
your chance of getting injured just walking on a football field.
Exactly. Just I was going to say, Pharaoh. Just like if you walking, you go walking right now, you may hurt yourself, but you increases your goddamn chance of getting injured if your ass go out there and start running at full top speed.
Every time we get in the car to go to work, we increase our chance of getting an accident going to the job, right? Okay, then so who cares?
Yeah.
You could break your neck slipping out of the pool, out of the tub.
Get hurt.
Pharaoh,
goodness.
man was asking you a question from a general manager's perspective, which means the business aspect of the game.
Yeah.
Right, Shada. And so I answered like, he's paying him the money. It doesn't matter what he sells him. If he wants to play both sides, the man's paying him to play both sides.
Okay, that's his opinion, man, on the street. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Fellas, man, it's that time.
I don't know. My bad shit.
Yeah, that ain't your bad, man. That's your opinion, man. That's your
I just
opinion.
don't see. I don't know if it's bad or good. Shit, they paying them. Fuck it.
Okay.
Personally, the reason why I say it's a bad idea, just for those who's watching that might be confused by Pharaoh, when you draft a player in the NFL, the drills, first of all, you focus during the week on what you need to for Sunday's game. If he's playing both sides of the ball, he has to remember defensive sets and offensive sets, not to mention the assignments, not to mention the wear and tear on his body. The fact of the matter is his probability for injury goes up exponentially. The GM, I'm sure the coach and the GM would love for him to have a Bo Jackson-esque and daggone go out there and play both sides and be dominant. But the fact of the matter is, what am I going to do as a player playing both? What is the best thing I bring to help this team? Playing both sides of the ball or just playing where I'm stronger on offense or defense? Pick one. I'm just saying. But if he wants, like you said, if he wants to play both sides and want to do that, that's his choice. But the question was, from a general manager's perspective, do you think it's a good idea for him to play both sides of the ball? That was the question. I'm just saying.
And I said it doesn't matter. So yes, that's fine. I think it's fine. Okay. I think it's fine for him to do what he wants him to do. Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. His career might be cut short, but we will see. All right, fellas, man.
Already.
We are down to the last couple of games or what? Let's pick them.
And see, that's why that lady gave that man his flowers, because she got tired of hearing questions like that. Next.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but
yeah, I don't know.
Let's see, I lost y'all. See?
Yeah,
Tim, you got it though, right?
You all in the baseball field trying to kick a field goal.
Yeah, Errol, you out there by yourself with this one. But fellas, man, we got some games coming up. First one up on the list is
Denver Broncos at home after taking a week off for being numero uno in the AFC. Time to see if that whole defense wins championships things is true.
What a season for the Denver Broncos. They are the #1 seed in the AFC.
Our job is to win, to win, and to win, and to win.
They welcome the Bills. Buffalo takes to the road again. More than happy to keep putting on them walking shoes. Their couple of scoops of Josh Allen with a heavy scoop of good defense works just as good at a campfire barbecue as it does back at home.
And the Bills come down to Jacksonville and break a lot of hearts.
Josh Allen versus Orange Crush 3.0. Gene Belcher beef squatch material.
Coming to you first on this one, man. I'm gonna get you shot. Can Bo Nix handle the pressure of that defense of Buffalo, and how would it look if they get into a slugfest? Can they handle that? Can Bo Nix and the Broncos handle a slugfest with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills?
Yes, they can. They've proven that they can. The problem in this game, I think, for Buffalo is their defense is chipped up, number one, and their defense have never been really that great this year, period. They've been squeaking by in a lot of these games. Technically, they should have lost that game. But I'm going to tell you like this right now, they're going to mile high. They went from freezing cold, snow, rain, and now you're going to have to deal with light daggone breathing up there and deal with daggone all these different daggone schemes that they're going to be running.
They're there right now.
Milano and them linebackers, they're going to be dead tired by third quarter. I promise you, because Bo Nix right now, he is feeling it and he's got the legs and I'm telling you right now, Buffalo's going to be Buffalo. Nobody wants to see them in the Super Bowl because they're going to lose. That's what they do known for. So let's go ahead and cut that short. And
Don't do them like
and
that.
let Haley go ahead and have that baby.
Shout out. I don't. Shout. I'm gonna push
Jim
back
Kelly
on that.
syndrome.
I'm gonna push back to
Jim
you on
Kelly
that.
syndrome.
They do want to see him they do want to see Buffalo in there because they want to see Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. It's not about
And
Buffalo
that's why-
Bills. It's about Josh
That's
Allen.
Buffalo.
They really want to see him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they want to, but guess what? He ain't gonna go.
Okay, then. Same thing to you, Farrell. Are the Broncos actually built to win a slugfest, or have they benefited from a favorable stretch of games?
I'm gonna take that latter one with what you just said with the benefit of the schedule of games. They want, just like how Shada said, they want Denver to be good this year. They want Buttface to be excellent. He got his quarterback. You want to make it look like he made the right decision getting rid of, Russell Wilson. And I think Buffalo themselves were supposed to be the favorite team going to the playoffs and going to the Super Bowl anyway this season.
Yeah.
So
Them and the Ravens.
with that being said, the defense of Denver has to control the offense of Buffalo. Josh Allen himself is going to carry that team because there's nobody else on offense other than him and the running back, and the 5 people that's blocking for him if they block for him this game. But with that being said, too, the Denver Broncos are 3-9. They're 3-9 against the spread as favorites for this season. So
Yeah, and I think they got Buffalo. I think they got Buffalo a point to win. I
yeah,
think Buffalo
they're Broncos are 1.5 favorites, but
okay.
But like I said, they're 3-9 as favorites. So
Yeah, I got you.
with that being
Though-
said, I think Buffalo has the tenacity to overcome them. And with this week off, and Bo Nix, I'm not really sold on Bo Nix, man. To be honest with y'all.
Yeah, same question to you, Tim. Though,
I think the more
is
pressure's
it going
on
to be a slugfest, or have they benefited from a favorable schedule?
The only thing I really see against Buffalo defense is their run game. And Denver, they have a pretty good run game. If Denver can run the ball and do it well, which they have been, and I always say to this other team to get that play action, the only difference is that Buffalo's defense and the secondary is good. Now, Bills, their secondary is one of the top in the league, whereas Denver receivers are like 3rd or 4th in the league. But it's going to come down to that secondary with Buffalo, but it's going to be that interior line of Buffalo, of Denver, getting those run games that's going to really break down Buffalo. Buffalo's run game is not that good. Their defense is not that good.
I agree, man, on the street, and Tim Dog. But I just wanted to shoot in there. When you look at both of these teams going into the game, think about this fact. Denver have two running backs who run completely different. Not to mention
Good.
Both of them. So they have a three-headed running attack. Not to mention Bo Nix actually throws the ball better outside when he's scrambling rather than sitting in the pocket. So Buffalo might have a great secondary, as Tim Dog said, but the problem is that secondary is probably going to have to come up and help those linebackers plug them holes, which is going to leave people a lot of one-on-one down the field. So they're really going to
move that secondary forward.
Yep, they're going to be tested in this game. Are you going to put 8 in the box and stop the different kinds of runs, or are you going to let Bo Nix beat you with his arm? Either way, Buffalo's defense is going to have their hands full.
Especially
Let me ask you this, Shouter. Do you trust Josh Allen to win a go home game more than
any other quarterback left in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Than Bo Nix?
Well, I'm talking about Bo Nix right now, though. You know what I'm saying? Because Bo Nix is playing at home. He's playing with house money. Josh Allen, he don't win on the road. He don't win one. Now he got to go on the road again. Win or go home. So do you trust him in this atmosphere to win this game in Denver?
No. I don't trust him to win this game in Denver because it's going to be a completely different atmosphere. For one, you have to understand these are two teams that are known for losing. Well, Denver went and won, but Denver lost a bunch of Super Bowls too. They're the two teams. They're two teams that have been to the Super Bowl and have gotten crushed in the Super Bowl. So that much we could throw out the window. But right now, I think Sean Payton being there before and preparing his team and winning one, I think Sean Payton and the John Elway connection versus Jim Kelly and the Buffalo connection, because that's what the game's going to turn out to be, Jim Kelly versus John Elway team on Sunday. And that's what's going to boil down to.
Tim Dawes, same question. Do you trust Josh Allen in a win or go home game more than any QB left in the playoffs?
Not more than any QB in the playoffs, but more than Bo Nix.
Okay.
I always say experience counts. Experience always counts. And we all talk about this. Josh Allen, he always loses, and but each time he loses, it's with a different team. And now he got Denver. And with Bo Nix being young and fresh, never really been in this situation like this before, and the experience of the coach can help him, but it's all up to that player to execute. And to me, I would think Bo Nix would crush under the pressure. But like I said, Denver's defense, their pass defense, and their blitzing defense is phenomenal. So they can do one-on-one and get to Bo Nix and frustrate him. So I say, against Bo Nix, but anyone else, nah.
Yeah, your thoughts on Farrell?
Nah, Josh Allen is going to be too much for Denver. I see, like Joe said, I see Allen moving past this, going into the championship game. I won't say with ease, but I will say that, with a 1.5 deficit, that's too close of a game to call, and they could easily win by a field goal, just like most of the games have been, other than the Houston game. So I see them.
So here's my question to the panel: you think that Buffalo has a chance to get past both Houston Broncos and the Houston defense? I don't see them being able to run the table to go to the Super Bowl, run through both of those defenses. They're not going to be healthy to take both of them defenses down to go to the Super Bowl. I don't see that happening.
Man on the street should have worded it different, more not rest of the quarterbacks in the NFL, but against his opponent and maybe who he faces next. Bo Nix, he definitely going to ruin him. But when it comes to Houston and CJ Stroud, it's once again, it's all about that experience. Now, defense, Houston's defense, they're good. Them boys can get to anyone anytime they want. But at the same time, you have a quarterback who's been there and you blitzing Josh Allen, because we know Josh Allen will beat Bo Nix. I'm saying it, predicted, guarantee. But once again, Josh Allen.
I worded my question the way I worded it because of
I'm just saying because
if Josh Allen, if you're in a win or go home scenario, you rather have Josh Allen or you rather have any other quarterback that's still in the playoff right now.
I mean, if
that's the way I worded it, and that's the way I worded
it. But no.
But also, I'm talking about if win or go home. I don't erase the question now. Win or go home. Who would you trust? Josh Allen?
Yeah, you just gave me two choices. Yeah, so yeah. I'm going with Josh Allen. Absolutely.
That's what I was.
They all saying that right now.
Oh, you said I worded the question wrong. So I'm just answering
right now. But he hasn't gone anywhere yet. So right now, yeah.
Okay.
Now, I don't want
he could lose tomorrow. He could lose this weekend.
I want them to skip a week so they can play a game and stay in goddamn Denver. That's what
I got. Quick question: yes or no? If Buffalo loses this weekend, is it fair to say the era of the Buffalo Bill has officially underachieved? And the reason why I'm saying that because they say they couldn't get past Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes not in the playoffs. Baltimore didn't make the playoffs. Cincinnati didn't. Burrow didn't make the playoffs. So there's no excuse for them to say that if Josh Allen or the Buffalo Bills doesn't make it to the playoff, are they an underachieving team, especially that those powerhouses didn't make the playoff this year? Pharaoh, yes or no?
I'm going to say no because I think they played above par with less people than they had in the past. They had better teams that they lost with different players. So did they underachieve? No, I think they achieved as much as they could with the staff that they had. But they supposed to have had a better record due to the scheduling to go into the playoffs. So I would say they underachieved in that aspect.
All right. I see you shaking your head there, Tim Dog.
Tim always shaking his head because he know everything that nobody does.
Man, fuck you and your no net.
Shit.
You gotta say Tim Dog. Yes or no?
I'm gonna say they underachieved because even though Josh Allen didn't have all his players, Josh Allen played the games. Nothing said.
What about you, Shada? What about you, Shada?
I'm leaning towards Pharaoh's thinking. I think underachieve, meaning this is their best chance to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And if they don't win it will be underachieved. But as far as everything else, like Pharaoh said, they've had a ton of injuries this year. You know what I'm saying? And number one, they don't have the playmakers like they used to. So they did play an excellent year of football to be in the position that they're in. But if they don't win, they would have underachieved because those other teams are out the way now. You're looking at playing against a pretty much rookie going into the playoffs. So yeah.
You go.
All right, so who you got? Shada?
I'm going with the Broncos.
Tim Dog.
I'm going with the Bills.
Yeah, I know who I'm going with. Shit, you don't even have to ask me.
Shotton's by himself on this one unless Joe gets with him.
Yeah. I'm not fucking with ass mouth. No, y'all know I'm not fucking.
Hey, what was the score for last week?
For who?
They got,
I mean, for the playoffs. I'm just saying.
For Buffalo?
No, for the panel.
You know, man on the street. So
yeah.
No, we're just picking teams because we're just picking teams. So would that be
Buffalo for Joe?
We all picked Houston. We all picked Houston to go, and Houston won. The man on the streets, what's it? JJ Shada, the man on the street, the Mad Professor picked New England, and I picked Chargers, so I'm out on that one. I picked Green Bay. The rest of y'all picked Chicago, and then we all picked Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Thanks, motherfucking birds.
Man.
And then the man on the street
watching us on TV.
We all picked the Rams.
Yeah. And then on top of that, fellas, Next up, the team that beat my team. Oh, they're going to play those goddamn Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks rested and at home, 2 games away from making the final dance. That stadium is going to be crazy town. Fans are ready to put Spinal Tap to shame. Get ready to hear those vocal cords crank to 12.
Jump. Keep rolling. Keep going.
It's one louder, isn't it? It's not 11, it's 12. Picture Randy Marsh in that Little League episode with Bat Dad. I didn't hear no bell. San Francisco takes to the road again, headed north again. More than happy to get back in the ring again with the Hawks for a 3rd time.
Purdy keeping it alive. Brock Purdy walks one. It is Tonjes. Touchdown, San Francisco.
So here we are again for the 3rd time. Hawks-Niners met week 1, bookended it week 18. Both games low-scoring affairs, each team tasting victory once. Seattle taking the division sealing game to end the year.
Tim Dog, coming to you, man. Is this Seattle Seahawks team better than people think, or are they overachieving at the right time?
Right now with San Francisco being hurt and all that with the line and with their tight end, I would say they are peaking at the right time. They are good. They got some. Their defense is better than what anyone says, and that was a good defensive game that between them two. But Seattle is going to be too much for Purdy. I already know that.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, Tim Dog. Shout out. How much pressure is Brock Purdy under? Is he under a lot of pressure to prove that he's more than just a system quarterback in this game?
He's under mad pressure. Mr. Irrelevant.
Hell yeah.
He's under mad pressure. And your boy, the GM for the 49ers, under mad pressure because remember, the 49ers have been the daggone team to go in the NFC for the last couple of years. It's always been there. And Seattle and whoever always take them out. So the thing that I'm looking at right now is health. The health of the teams. The teams are not max health. The defense that Seattle has right now, I don't see the 49ers being able to shut them down for 4 quarters, not with the 12th man and that crowd up in Seattle. I just don't. McCaffrey doesn't have enough for Zach Charbonnet and Walker. I don't think so. I just don't. I don't see how, especially with George Kittle's being out with Achilles. That's a big loss for the 49ers. So
it is a big loss for the 49ers. Pharaoh King, what do the 49ers have to do to hold Sam Darnold in check?
Once again, I'm going to go with my pray. They're not going to find gold in goddamn Seattle this weekend. I promise you that. Sam Darnold, to me, should be MVP of the league because he took 2 teams to the playoffs in 2 years. Hey, thank you. And
can I have some?
No. With that being said, man, no. The Seattle is a team to beat in the East. I mean, in the NFC. They're just too strong right now, and I think Sam Darnold is hungry. He's proven himself to be a good quarterback. He's more than a system quarterback. He's playing well for 2 seasons after he left the Jets. The Jets stifled him. Just imagine if he went to one of these other teams before the Jets. We wouldn't even be talking about this shit right now. So
true.
I won't say that they're peaking at the right time. They peaked. They just, after week 1, they figured out we can't let San Francisco win no more. And I think they covered that. So
you taking Seattle?
Absolutely. They're
what about you,
7.5 point favorites.
Yeah, the C.
You already said it.
The C pitchers got the upper hand this week. They flying real high.
Tim Dog, who
And
you
if
got?
I'm not mistaken,
Man, I already said it.
San Francisco had the most
Give me the C
injuries
bitches.
out of everybody, even to make it this far with the roster that they have with injuries is still
Sea
amazing.
chickens.
Give me the 49ers, man. I think it's gonna be yeah, I'm going with the 49ers. Because
I'm gonna tell you like this right now. I would love for the 49ers to win because they've been so close so many times.
It ain't happening.
But it's not gonna happen. I don't see it happening on paper.
Well,
I'm sorry.
You say hard head makes
I'm
a
sorry,
soft
but
behind.
I cannot support one of the players on San Francisco. We're gonna move forward.
But one reason because he's not playing, he already hurt. That's why I'm going with the team.
Yeah.
He's
Well, it
not.
doesn't-
He's
But he still
physically-
gets a ring
He's
if
still,
they win.
yeah,
So no.
Yep.
yeah. Fuck him, then. Yeah. Nah, I'm still gonna.
They haven't said nothing to Warren.
No.
It's heavy.
That,
If
no,
they
no,
do win, I'm gonna be like, Man on the Street is a supporter.
no, because that's my mother's old team. She loved the 49ers, so I'm gonna go with my mom's team, which is the 49ers. So that's the reason why I'm picking 49ers.
That's respect.
Next up, fellas. Oh man, this guy's starting to show out. He's showing that they're one of the better teams, especially their goddamn defense.
What's the saying? Houston, we have a problem? Yeah, we have a problem. We have a problem with your offense.
Here's an interception for good measure, and it's a touchdown, Texans.
Texans, the hottest team in the NFL, 10 straight wins. Don't even care if they're rude to the elderly. They take their defensive attitudes to New England next, a place used to playing football this time of the year. And just like in the past, this Patriots bunch isn't a one-trick pony.
4th down. Herbert hit to end it. They are moving on.
Oh, King, man. Has CJ Stroud already proven he's the future, or does he still need a signature playoff moment? I'm not talking about that demolished that defense had on Pittsburgh. We're talking about one of those slugfest games. Your thoughts?
Not yet. I would say listen, 3 years in a row. You know I'm a big CJ Stroud fan. 3 years in a row he's made it to the playoffs. They got to make it past this round. They make it past this round, we can probably have that question. But they got to get past this round. Now, he got to stop throwing to the other team too, because that's you know what I mean? He has to do that. But I mean, other than that, he's a very dynamic quarterback, because I like him up there with Love, and I like him there with my man Jaden Daniels. Those California dudes is doing their thing in the NFL. DeMeco Ryans is a great coach to keep them grounded.
Focus.
All right. They keep them grounded. And like I said, with that being said, this will be a significant playoff moment getting past New England. Because we know we don't like Vrabel, whatever.
Yeah,
I think this is a year of conspiracies, because there's no way that Drake May should be this good with a coach that had some trouble in the past trying to relive some moments. I really think something's going on there. But I think Houston, if they can control Drake May, they really don't have anything else, because their defense is definitely not as good as the Houston's. So
yeah, and I'm glad you say that, Tim Dog. Are the Texans playing with house money, or is this a real chance for them to shock the league?
No, it's a real chance for them to shock the league. And you look at CJ Stroud, they started out at the bottom, now they're here. And they figured some things out. The coach got them together. They had some injuries, and everybody's back healthy. But the one thing that's been consistent is the defense, even when people were getting hurt. So I really feel for Drake May, because he's going to be pressured. He's going to be put in situations where, he haven't met a defense like this. I mean, other than Pittsburgh, but then that defense is nothing. Oh, Baltimore. But yeah, the Baltimore lost. But anyway, I got my money on Houston only because defense wins football games.
And shout it, man. You say you used to root for the Patriots, I think. You say that at one point in time, or you used to live there. What version of the Patriots needs to show up for them to win? Defensive grind or offense efficiency?
Efficiency.
They need Richard Seymour. They need all them cats back, because that defense, I'm telling you right now, that defense right there, Drake May ain't never seen nothing like that defense this year. And I'm telling you like this right now, this is going to be a great game. When I say great game, might be set up to be one of the best games of the season, for the mere fact that DeMeco Ryans is a daggone defensive-minded coach, and he has the pulse of that team. Vrabel, on the other hand, like I said, I disagree with Pharaoh's last point about Vrabel. It's not about Vrabel as much as it was about their offensive coordinator, who's been there as long as Belichick. He went to head coach for 1 year and went right back. So he has that offense operating just like it's always operated. But the problem is, can that offense operate with Will Allen and all them damn defensive players? I'm Willie Anderson and all them daggone defensive players just going to be harassing Drake May. We're going to see if Drake May could deal with the pressure this weekend.
Can I add to what you're saying, Shada? Can I add to it?
Yeah, man.
This is what the Patriots faced when they played the New York Giants in the Super Bowl. That's
Correct.
the type of defense they're coming across right now.
I agree.
So we all rolling with the Texans this weekend, or anybody?
Oh, hell yeah!
So New England's the only 3-point favorite. So
yeah, I'm rolling with the Texans, man. That defense,
and we all know why.
But to the point
Drake Mayday. That's why.
To the point
it's not about Drake May. It's just the fact that when I look at their defense, and just like Farrell said earlier, as long as the CJ Stroud don't throw the ball to the other team, as long as he plays the position the way he's supposed to play, I think they got a great chance, because defense do win championships. As long as I can keep your damn team out the end zone and y'all kicking field goals and CJ Stroud not turning the ball over and getting touchdowns. And what the defense had, how many turnover points last week? 14 or 20? How many points did they have for turnovers?
14.
I know they had like 2 of them, right?
Yep.
You know, 14 points
for turnovers. No, two.
Yeah.
Two.
Ran back.
Reset. Yeah. 2
that's what I'm saying.
For touchdowns.
And then I saw a fumble. I thought I saw a fumble. Somebody big.
No,
dude.
it's a fumble.
Yeah.
Recovered for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And 2 picks.
It was a pick six and a fumble picked up by the defensive lineman that ran in. Yeah.
So,
But like I said, man on the street, you and Farrell made a very, very good point. CJ Stroud, and I think CJ Stroud and freaking Jordan Love suffer from the same situation. Whenever they get up in games or they feel like they're in a game, they go out there almost lackadaisical. Like the defense is going to come out there and save them. I want them to go ahead and go out there and go for the jugular. Play the game,
right?
like
Just go take it.
Stop going out there
it.
and we're up 7-14 points, and it's like, oh, okay, 3 and out. Okay, we'll get back. And then when they score, then y'all come out and start playing. No, cut their throat.
Put your foot on the neck.
Right. Because they lose close games because of that. They lose too many close games because of that attitude. And I think they need to go in there, like Shada said, go in there, beat them up, slap them around a little bit, and then maybe fourth quarter, you know what I'm saying? Fourth quarter, we can sit back.
Yeah, and speaking of being slapped around, because I already had this written down, just like the guy say. I was like, damn, Green Bay about to go play whoever. But then, they call him the Iceman. The Iceman had some ice in his veins, Shotter.
LA Rams make another more than welcomed road trip. Forget defense wins championships. They're out to show that it's all about that O-face.
It's been kind of par for the course. You know, Matthew trusting his guys delivering in the critical moments.
They are in Chicago, pulling the curtain back at halftime at last week's Bears-Packers game. I started writing the intro to Green Bay, Seattle. He's like, you too, GPG. Fair, that's fair. I had something written about Wisconsin listening to a lot of Beatles music after the game. You know, all you need is love.
One last gasp. Moving guys around. Fires to the end zone, and it is broken up.
I was going to set up Sam Darnold facing a secondary that picked Caleb Williams off twice, held him to a 71 rate, held Chicago to 4 for 6 on fourth down tries. That Williams' whole ludicrous thing about arriving late because his clothes and time have to coordinate finally caught up to him.
Interesting decision, to say the least, by Caleb Williams.
And then, all of a sudden, I felt a chill in the room. Bears fans love it. The colder, the better. It means the Iceman has arrived.
Plays like this have made everybody go, this guy is just one of one as far as his ability.
Yeah. Iceman, yeah. Shout out. I knew that's your favorite quarterback in the league. But come to you first, Shout man. Are the Rams quietly dangerous, or is this playoff run just smoke and mirrors?
That's a good ass question.
It is. Do the Rams have the full stat? Are they healthy? Devontae's back and everything? Or did he get injured again?
Yeah, Devontae's back.
He's back.
Devontae's back. They have full. Okay. This game right here, Green Bay gave them the schematics to beat Chicago. It's just a matter of there's only one thing in this game that makes me nervous about picking LA, even though I'm still going to roll with them. Matthew Stafford, when he gets hit, he has a tendency to get turned the ball over. If they could keep him from getting hit anywhere around his legs and stuff like that, the upper body's fine. But I think anytime you hit Matthew Stafford from the hip down, his feet get real skittish, and that's when he starts throwing picks.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears are a very opportunistic defense, so he can't afford to be daggone having no overthrows or behind throws or nothing. He's going to be on it, and he has the ability to do that. But Matthew Stafford, just like he has the ability to win the game, he has just a strong ability to daggone give the game away. I'm going to go with the Rams because I want to see my man Devontae get a ring, but they have an uphill battling with this Bears defense. This Bears defense is real.
Yeah, they're real, and that's a good question. Pharaoh, are the Bears ahead of schedule, or is this exactly where they should be right now?
I'm taking this with that question. I'm taking this as the Bears have made a similar run as what Washington did last year.
Good analogy.
You know what I'm saying? Because they were close last season, so I think they needed something to change. So they have that going on, because they can't have Caleb Williams coming out same as Jay Daniels and him be a bum. You know what I mean?
Right.
With that being said, too, the Rams have 2 players that played in the stadium in cold weather, so I'm not worried about the Rams. Matthew Stafford being with Detroit, Devontae with Green Bay, they're familiar with this type of weather. So I'm not going to say weather is going to be too much of a factor if it's going to be a cold game, because I think the winter is supposed to be coming through next week. So I mean this weekend, they're coming through the cold weather. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, I think this is as far as Chicago is going to go. I think this is it. I think the Rams are 3.5 points favorites. I think they can pull it out as long as Matthew Stafford, like you said, Shada, don't go in there and start getting happy feet and throw it to the other fucking team.
That's the only way they go.
And I'm glad you say that, Pharaoh, because it leads right to my next question, Tim Dawg. How much faith do you have in Matthew Stafford in a high-pressure road playoff game?
I have more faith in Sean McVay making the right plays, calling the right plays, than Ben Johnson making decisions about the defense. Now, Chicago has a good defense. Chicago does have a good defense, but I always say experience counts. And between Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson, and Johnson, he has a good coaching core, but Sean McVay's been with him longer and they know more. So I'm going with the Rams.
So basically saying you have more faith in Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I say Sean McVay than more so than Matthew Stafford, because he's only going to execute the plays that McVay put in.
I got you.
I got you. That this is not the defense this season for Chicago hasn't been the last 2 seasons of defense that Chicago has. Because they fell off. The last year and the year before, they had like top 5 defense. They didn't have a top 10 defense this year.
Yeah. So who you got? Pharaoh, who you taking?
Oh, I'm going with the Rams. I'm going with the 2 veterans going into a hostile environment, and taking care of business with Sean McVay at the helm.
And Shada, you said you got the Rams?
Yes.
He ain't going for fingernails.
And Tim, you taking the Rams as well. Taking the Rams as well, Tim Dawg.
Matthew Stafford. Oh yeah, Matthew. He's been in there. Now he's with a team that's successful, and he got a good coach. I think this is his year. He could win MVP.
Yeah. Only reason I'm taking the Rams is because my man Mitt, motherfucker was on my goddamn Mitt. Motherfucker sent me all type of memes because my Eagles lost. I told him damn energy when the goddamn Bears lose. So that's the only reason why. He that talk shit. No, because I want to feel the same pain that I felt. See, so,
Eagle cheesesteaks?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm taking a goddamn Rams, because motherfuckers be talking shit, big shit about my goddamn Eagles. So yeah, I wanted to feel the same pain that I felt. Okay,
Joe, what you got, Joe? What you got?
Yeah, what you got, Joe? What you got, Joe?
Oh, we all know what Joe got. He taking the Bears.
And with that, my brothers, man, good conversation. Man, shout out, what you got for us this week? What you got, Shada?
So in this day in history. And before I even go forward, panel, I don't know if y'all have watched that show on Prime where Kevin Hart and Keenan have their little sports thing on Prime.
Yeah.
They done stole our thing, talk about this year in history and sports. I saw that. We started this first and they stole it. We need to go ahead and put out a lawsuit on it. So,
hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
So today in sports, NFL Pro Bowl 1962 was the 12th NFL Pro Bowl, LA Memorial Coliseum. What's popular about LA Memorial Coliseum? That's where the Olympics was held in the early 80s. Western Conference beats Eastern Conference 31-30. The MVPs of this Pro Bowl. Now, they didn't say MVP. You have multiple. Jim Brown from the Cleveland Browns, Henry Jordan from the Green Bay Packers, and you had honorable mentions. I didn't know that they did that during Pro Bowl, but that's back in the civil rights days. And Jim Brown, of course, was a big civil rights activist. But yes, 1962, Jim Brown played in Pro 31-30, MVP Jim Brown and Henry Jordan. I don't even know who Henry Jordan is.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's uncle.
Yeah, probably is. Thank you for that day. Thank you for that shout out for today in sports history. Yeah, Farrell, you jinxed my boys. We getting blowed out. We down by fucking 20.
Man, that's because the man
ain't
wearing
nothing
no
new.
socks, man. You got to start wearing socks.
It is what
Hey,
it is.
Shotty, did you pick the
You
Patriots?
gotta talk about Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used moleskin.
Hey, dog, let me tell you something. This dude is running around on the court with sketches. I'm telling you like this right now. He needs to get the
Hey, man, hey, let's get off of my team. Let it go. Shit. All right. I already had a bad
Hey, this
season. My
money.
team, the Eagles done lost. My damn Sixers probably ain't going nowhere. Man, let me grieve me fucking
hey,
please.
we
I don't need
appreciate
y'all to
He
tell me about
unemployed
shit.
soon.
And
Hey, the New
the
York Knicks
Phillies.
appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all taking them L's, dog. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Hey, and
What?
the Phillies couldn't get past anybody in the playoffs
yeah,
either.
yeah, shit.
Hey, Shotty, did you pick the
Especially
Patriots?
the Capitals.
Shot, you picked the Patriots or you picked you went the Patriots this week?
Or Houston?
We all went Houston. We all went Houston. We all went Houston.
Oh man.
Fellas, man, it's that time of the show. Oh man, I'm going down to the last couple of shows with this on Weird Sports because man, it's hard to find them. But Weird Sports is our way of giving back to the people. I mean, if you're not a true athlete, we got stuff.
Yep.
We talk about stuff you could go out there and actually do.
I apologize, everyone.
You got
We
some
get-
strong hands. You can do the monkey bar wrestle.
Yeah, we gave you sperm racing. Oh man, all you got to do is have some sperm.
There was no black people in
And-
that race though.
Yeah,
And snail.
shit, we gave you snail
That wasn't a
racing.
race.
We gave you corgi. We gave you if you got a dog, you got a corgi. We gave you
man.
corgi racing. Oh man, we gave you our favorite. We gave our favorite rock skipping.
Parrot.
And to be
No,
a professional.
parrot chasing.
And no rock
The
skipping to be a
$10
professional.
professional sport.
That's right.
Let's
$10
take away
professional sport.
That's right. $10, and they probably give you some nice river rocks to skip. We gave you ferret in the leg. Oh man, I think we did the ass wrestling. Remember the motherfucker had the hand in each other pants and they was wrestling with all on this shit. They gave you the puppy shit.
Oh,
man.
don't forget the competition for making a bed in
That's right.
making
Oh,
competition.
But I gave you some
beer
men.
drinking. The beer
Yeah,
drinking.
the beer
right?
mile. The beer mile.
Home
Beer
booth
mile.
fighting.
There you
Right,
go.
phone
fellas.
booth, hey, phone booth fighting.
See, now you got to be in shape for that one. Now
Don't
you got to be in
forget
shape.
Tiller
You gotta be in shape.
racing. Tiller
Yeah.
racing.
Yeah, Tiller racing. Fellas, Shotta. I know
Oh,
you
my
from
head
Jamaica,
hurts.
and I know you love soccer. I know you love
Yes,
soccer.
sir.
The real
Yes, sir.
football, my brother.
Yeah.
This one you got to be in a little bit of shape, and you got to be able to, and you got to be able to take a hit to the goddamn face.
Można dwa jechać. Graj to piłką! Graj piłką! Pasa.
There it is. Why everybody look so shocked?
I'm looking like that dog. The dog was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what a dog like. What the fuck?
I will say, this actually is the only one that you have shown that actually makes a little bit of sense. You don't use your hands in soccer anyway, but I love the fact.
Okay.
I love the fact that you could run in there, and I usually play a sweeper. I'm the enforcer on the team, middle backfield. I like to come up and knock a dude out off the ball, just knock him out. Because see, in soccer, when you out of the game, you just a man down. So if anybody get knocked out, they ain't coming back in. That's an easy win, player. That's why a lot of people ain't do that game too much.
Shout out say, I finally got one that
So you playing soccer or rugby?
Hey, look. Hey, if it's violence involved in the game, I love it.
That's why I say this weird sport, you got to be physically fit, Pharaoh, because hey, they call it brave ball. You got to be brave because you don't even have to have the ball, and you can start fighting.
Hey, listen. If somebody like Shada came up to me to punch me, they have to. What's the rules? Because I ain't seen nobody doing no body blows. You got to be some type of rules or something going on.
No,
they're gonna find out.
For what I saw and what I heard is that you don't even have to have the ball, and you can get into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you gonna.
Yeah.
So I'm running to go get the ball. This joke gonna come out the blue and start punching on me.
That's right.
And they were laughing and shit. You ain't laughing after I hit you, man.
Hey, look, I'm just letting you know like this. I don't like the way you took that ball the last time.
Joe say this is hockey with no stick. The fight is all the time.
Everybody gets 5 minutes.
Everybody get 5 minutes. Tip Dog, what you think about brave ball, man?
That should have never happened in the hood.
Well, maybe it should happen in the hood. I'm being for real. No. Listen to
you can just come up and knock a motherfucker down. There ain't no game.
Listen to me. This is what I'm gonna say. They should bring it in the hood. If it is stop all the shooting, hey, let's go out here and play some brave ball. Put some gloves on.
It's gonna cause more shooting, man.
There you go.
It's gonna get mad.
Oh shit!
I got you.
They shoot at basketball games.
I mean, what's the purpose of the ball is for what?
For you to go, hit the goal.
You gotta focus. Listen, a lot of people don't understand.
Hit the goal, so you hit people in the face and hit the goal.
Listen, to actually play soccer, you can't be looking at the ball as you're dribbling, fool. So anyway, the fact of the matter still remains: if you know what you're doing, you daggone handle the ball, knock a nigga out, and score a goal. That's it.
So the rule is you don't have to be on the ball to get hit. Anybody could just walk up to you and get hit. So if you get hit and get knocked down, what happens? They score a goal.
We didn't get there yet, but there it is, though.
Game, and I didn't like you, and I'm gonna knock you out.
That's like slapboxing in the hood.
Yes,
I didn't see nobody hit nobody hard enough.
And
they laugh like you said.
That's it.
Won't be.
But they had on headgear too. They had on headgear, so
it don't matter.
But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Our weird sport of the week. This one you have to be a little bit more physical than our other ones. But hey, if you do decide to do it, make sure you do the video and send it to us so we can talk about your ass getting knocked the fuck out. You can't fight. You can't participate. That's what I'm talking about.
Go out there and catch your wife cheating. Bow!
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Our weird sport of the week. Now it's time for our main man, Pharaoh King trivia question. Pharaoh King, what you got for us this week, my brother?
All right, guys. Houston putting the Steelers out in a one and done type of playoff run here. Here's y'all's questions for today. The Steelers tie which team for the most one and done playoff appearances?
Ooh. I would say Dallas Cowboys.
That was my guess.
Chargers.
That's a good guess.
Ooh, then again, yeah.
Damn, that's a good one, man. Fuck, give me the Jets.
great
Man, I don't know.
No,
I'm going with the Jets. I know it ain't the Jets, but I'm going with the Jets. Shit. I don't
how
know.
about Cincinnati Bengals, man?
That's a good one too.
No, they
Not
hardly
playoffs,
ever make it to the
winning
playoffs.
season.
Oh, you say okay. All right.
Yeah.
Come on, JJ, what you got?
You said the Giants.
Said the Giants. Nah,
Giants?
nah.
Yeah, the Giants is
nah.
a good guess, but
All right. What's the answer there, Farrell?
The
The
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Dang. Because the Chiefs ain't been winning until they will win.
Yeah.
Mike Schottenheimer. Mike Schottenheimer couldn't get nowhere.
Yeah.
He could never beat no goddamn body.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
the one.
You're right.
Yeah, Mike
You got me on
Schottenheimer.
that. You got me on that one. I would have never guessed.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Chiefs.
hey,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
when I saw that, I was like, damn, you're right.
There it is.
Who was number two?
Chiefs.
Number two was the I think the Cowboys, and then it was four tied for number three.
There it is. There it is.
Hey, I won because I was number two. I'm gonna do one of your things.
Hey man,
There it is,
so
Pharaoh.
you know what? I got a fun fact. Even though I did that, I got a little fun fact, man. Check this shit out, man. Since 2022, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Miami Dolphins, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have the same exact win-loss record. 35 and 33.
I can believe
Hey.
it.
Okay.
Right? So Jacksonville in 2022, they won the AFC South and a playoff game. And in 25, of course, you just saw they went to the AFC, they won the title. Then the Dolphins in 2022 made the playoffs with a 9-8 as a wild card. And then 2023, they were 11-6 and made the playoffs as a wild card. And then, of course, we all know about Tampa Bay. The 3 years they won the South title until this
Yeah.
year.
Man,
And
this
there
is
it
like
ladies and
deja vu.
gentlemen.
We talked about this before, didn't we?
There
Not
it is.
this.
Not
Yeah.
this.
I just
Not this.
found
Sports.
this information.
Yeah. And there it
I
is.
thought
My
that was
main
pretty
man,
cool,
Pharaoh King, with his trivia question of the week.
Drop it now.
Tim Doe, what you got for the people before we go, my brother? And make sure you shout your social media as well so that people can follow you.
I'm gonna let you in on a little something that you may not know, but you say, "What the hell is Tim Dog talking about?" I wish you would have played it, but anyway, did you know that sound travels quicker in water than in the air? Everyone can hear underwater. They may not understand what you're saying, but they can hear you. Both air and water are made up of millions of tiny little particles. As we make sound, these particles vibrate and pass the vibrations along, moving the sound from one mouth to the other person's ear. Over distance, this transfer of sound dissipates until it can no longer be heard. Water particles are a lot more densely packed together than air particles, allowing sound to travel further and faster underwater than in air. Follow me on Instagram, Father's Love 99. It's about me, my son, and my grandson. If you don't believe me, look that shit up.
That's a fact.
Goddamn nature show. We went from goddamn sports to a nature show.
Hey, it's my
main man,
segment.
Shotter.
my-
Main
Shut
man,
up.
Shotter. What you got
Hey,
for the people before we go, my brother? Make sure you shout your social
Education ain't for
media
everyone. Ain't
out
that right,
as
man?
well.
On the street?
For sure. Well, Happy New Year to everyone. I know I still fresh for everyone, 2026. The only thing I got for people is remember, before you go out there and put something on the internet thinking that you're smarter than everybody, do your research. Don't just Google stuff. Look for peer reviews, go to .orgs, do your legwork. Because if you don't, you'll sound like people like Stephen A. Smith who get millions of dollars, who get on TV, who they're going to talk out the side of their neck just for views. Do not be a coon. Do your research.
Don't be a Joe Rogan.
Yes, sir.
One love, shout out. One love, shout out Blue Sky and shout out at 39 y'all.
Yes, sir, boss.
Me and your friend.
That's what I'm
Relax.
talking about, Shotta. My main man, Pharaoh King, man. What you got for the people before we go? Make sure you shout your social media out as well.
I'm piggybacking off of Shotta. When you're dead, you don't know you're dead. All the pain is felt by others. The same happens when you're stupid. Do your fucking research. _71, King Ryan
I
Facebook.
said that shit, motherfucker.
There
I'm
it is.
going Shotta.
As for me, I don't really have anything. Hey, just be careful out there. They say the weather's supposed to drop. Hope the weather make up his goddamn mind, because it's like 70-some degrees on Saturday. Now the motherfucker's down to 29 or whatever. But be careful out there if you're out there in those goddamn streets. You always find me, the Man on the Street, at the Man on the Street show on YouTube, man. I'll be dropping goddamn videos like hotcakes. You can also find me at Expressions as well. So make sure you check that side out. All I do is talk to AI, tell AI what I wanted to do. It does it. I just put it out. But you want to make sure you check us out every Friday night at 8 o'clock for 2 cigars and a blunt. But you want to stick around for our after show called Ashed Out. That's when everybody gets the chance to talk about what they want to talk about. Usually we go straight. We will make a right turn. But like Tim Dawg famously said, when we make that goddamn left, we're going to drive that bitch right off the goddamn cliff. But then I want you to come back next Wednesday night at 7 o'clock for the Betting and Sex Sports podcast. All we do is talk about sports, and we do that very, very, very well. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Man on the Street.
This is Pharaoh King. May your picks come true this weekend.
Why did the witch go commando? Because the grip was better on the broom. Tim Dawg from Be More Careful.
You know how we do it down here in Florida. We love the weather. Peace out. Enjoy yourself. Love your family. And make sure everything is blessed.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be careful out there. And with that,
We went
we are
left
out.
there.